everyone. Welcome to the stream. I will let you all flow in, see what's going on here. So, what a week it has been. KazamaFury right back at you again. And I'm doing a voice set right now. Don't know if anyone's here right now to check, but I'm here. So, good morning, good afternoon, whatever time it is where you're from. Do not adjust your eyes or your ears. There's definitely me coming in live. So, what's really good, my people? What's really good? You know, a lot of crazy shit happened today. And I'm here. Welcome to the stream. I don't know if anyone's watching, but let me know in the comment section so I can see updates in real time and stuff, and give your boy a shout. Cause we about to I got some things I just want to go over real quick, get it off my chest, say what's up to everyone after, but whew, man. I mean, who's watching today? Who's with me tonight or this morning? Late night stream here. And I am live. Yes, it is. Don't adjust your hearing, you know? So, I just wanted to say it's really, really easy to be entertained by the petty. Like, I'm gonna get serious for a moment. I know I usually talk about games and stuff, but we'll get to that, yo. We will. But let me just switch the name to this. Alright, that's better. Alright. Switch the name to this stream so everybody knows. Let me make sure it's coming in live. Man, I'm here. Don't worry. I'll switch transitions and let you know. So, oh man, I just want to make sure that everything's coming through all right. Looks like it. Yeah, it is. Welcome to the cast. Welcome to the cast, everyone who's watching. So, I'm gonna get right into it right now. It's easy as fuck to be, how can I say, entertained by the petty. Being a brother from the, Jersey City, from the hood. It's and just as black people collectively, it's like it's easy for us to tear down one another when it comes to positive things, yet gravitate to negative, because people, negative people, sometimes they say shit that you feel, and you like, I like that dude, but you don't know his or her character, and it's crazy. I mean, we all have thoughts of detriment, but it shouldn't be what attracts us to one another as people. Uh, it's even come to the point where your blackness is that the whole thing about your blackness is coming into question again. Like, as a introspect, we should have a diverse array of us. We shouldn't be alienating and typecasting the nerds. Just because he black, he can't be a nerd, or just because it's just crazy shit. Like, I just was listening to some people talk shit about Tyrone Magnus, and I'm like, look, people, he's not, he's into what he's into, and unfortunately, our women don't like that. They don't really go crazy over that. You know, as brothers, if you're a brother and you're into gaming, you're into just yeah, gaming, you're into comic films, you're into a couple of different things. That's not husband material to these chicks. They kind of take it lightly. I mean, where I'm from, that's what it is. Nobody likes that for the most part. But does that stop me from being who I am? No, I am who I am, and I'm at the age and point where you like, I ain't got time for this shit. Like, I can take you out, and I can, respect things, go places you want to go and stuff, and yo, brothers, have them meet you halfway. You're supposed to meet each other halfway. You shouldn't be demanding that a woman meet you halfway. It's just common sense, but that's not what it's about today. It's like you can have a dating profile as a man, and raise your hands in the comments section that if you're a man and you had a dating profile and you just sat back and you just realized like, wow, these women's standards are ridiculously high. And here I am, environmental services worker, 12 hours a day, quite possibly soon to be training for EMS, So there's a lot of things going for myself, but they'll look at what you do for a living and look down on you upon that. And I'm like, you know what? What the fuck ever, Because you go ahead, you could chase all that you want. I'm chasing it too, but I'm not losing my sanity or my mind because, some people caught up in the dollar and stuff. There's people living, they still living with each other, and they can't stand each other because they're all about keeping the image. They're all about, well, life would be financially harder if we were separate. So we stayed together, we lived together, even though we are broken up technically, but we still might give each other the business every now. It's so ridiculous out here. It's so ridiculous how it is. And this city is the 5th highest in the country for rent. I kid you not. The 5th highest in the country. And I'm like, what the fuck? Let me take these off my head. Because they're green, so they're gonna look invisible and shit. So, look, Jersey City is the 5th highest in the United States for rent. My coworker just was showing me, she was showing me the paper today for the new condos or whatever they building right across the street from our job. You want to know how much a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment and one of those things, apartment, not condo, an apartment building. They want $4,000 and some change for 2 bedrooms. And I'm like, this is not the city I know anymore. I mean, it looks nice and everything. You got all the yuppies here from over New York, but I'm like, this is not the city that I know anymore. And I'm like, God damn, 5th highest in the country. And then you want to know how much they want for a 1-bedroom, 1 bath? $3,000. $3,000. But going back to my point about the whole thing with the dating profile situation, I tell you one thing, man. If you are living in one of those and you keeping up the facade, they will drop their drawers for you. That's the type of thing, that's the type of society we live in now. And that's the type of burden we have to bear as men. They will drop their drawers for you if you put up a good enough facade. If you real and you keep it real, like, Hey, what's going on, blind man? Where you live? Let me know in the comment section where you live. Because Jersey City is the fifth highest now, thanks to Mayor Fulop and the fucking Kushners. You know, Trump's son-in-law. That family. Thanks to them revitalizing downtown Jersey City. Shit is out of hand. Austin, Texas. Oh, I heard Austin, Texas is pretty expensive, but you know what? We should Google the list and see how much it is basically like on a ranking. I know we're number 5. New York, we right under New York over here in Jersey City, New Jersey. It's maddening. And like I'm saying, a lot of women like that kind of stuff. They they into shiny packages without any substance. But you know, a lot of them don't have any substance themselves. They don't. Where I'm from, you know, if they didn't have a vagina, God knows what a relationship would be like. You know, would they even know what to do in it? You know, it's this running stereotype that the only thing that we need as men is to have our stomachs filled and our balls drained, and that right here, that don't fly with me. I've said that before to elsewhere, like, you know, only a simp would say something like happy wife, happy life. Like, where's like what about your happiness as a man? Why do you think I'm not married right now? Why do you think I'm not in no rush to get married? It is ridiculous out here. I have a friend live in Jersey City, and she said it was expensive and a few years ago. Yes, it's more expensive now. It is ridiculous, and thankfully I pay towards the mortgage, and I pay my own utilities and all my food, my bills. But I live in my family house, you know. I live here. My cousin lives upstairs. My brother lives on the top floor. I'll be damned if I go anywhere right now, because I am not in the business of living beyond my means to satisfy a woman's materialistic or her image. I'm not in the business for that. I'm a working class man. I'll be damned. But let me tell you, as a working class man, they push this narrative that you only, as a man and you're working class man, you're only deserving of the bottom of the barrel when it comes to women. But the woman who down here in the bottom of the barrel with you thinks she deserves everything from the top of the barrel. You can have a woman who's she's a strong 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. She might be a 5. And she got this confidence about her because there's a lot of guys out there who will nail anything with a pulse, gave her this false confidence that she's capable of shooting for the stars and getting that Prince Charming. And she, you know, and she overlooked, like, she could be, I could tell you now, working where I work, there's women who do the same thing I do for a living. Let me see what messages held for review. Sure. Sorry. And then you have women who date jerks. And yeah, women. Let me tell you something. Women like Pookie and Ray Ray. You know, Pookie and Ray Ray is the type of guy, you know, in the hood, ain't about shit, pants sagging off his ass, smoking, using her money to smoke weed every day, get her pregnant, and shit like that. They like guys like that. They got because those Pookie and Ray Ray's got that swagger, you know. They got this swagger about them and stuff. And women say we're shallow creatures, bruh. They are the most shallow, and they don't even want to deny it. You know, you get some of our sisters out there. Like, I gotta listen to people online. We got colorism crybabies out here. You know what colorism is? We got women. We got dark skin. We got dark skinned black women saying that they're not represented properly. They're getting passed upon. They're not desired because of the tone of their skin, but they never sit back in. I was having this talk with Kid Organic. Like, look up Kid Organic on YouTube. Very good content creator. And I always leave comments on his videos because he, for the most part, I agree with him with most of what he say, and I always got to add my twist in if I don't fully agree, but I own my opinion. But these women never talk about their character. It's always who the, like, they judge the collective of us on how can we say their preference. Let's say, for example, I went somewhere and all the women, I had a specific type of woman that I was into, and I couldn't get that type of woman, and I started judging all women and getting mad at all women because the type of women that I want I can't get to. This is the complaint we're having. This is what's going on right now. So we got these women, these colorism crybabies. These are women who got low self-esteem because of the tone of their skin. Look at me. I mean, I'm not the dark. I'm not very dark. But do you think I have a problem dating a woman darker than me? Hell no, I don't. But if she's a complete cunt, I'm not going to date her. And it don't have nothing to do with her skin. See, none of them are never accountable for their character. They never hold themselves accountable for their character. They take their low self-esteem and they take their nasty attitude and they will use that to blame everything on us. Why they can't get the man they want. Where there's men out there, there's everyday brothers in the hood who don't care about the complexion of their woman. And you'll find them like, they'll overlook that type of man because he, what can you say? He ain't rich, he an educated lame, blah, blah, blah. He ain't got swagger. I'm like, what the fuck is, like, swagger, really? Really? Oh, but, hey, what can we do? So, how you liking the green screen? How that coming along? You know, I'm gonna add a new touch to the video with the green screen and stuff. So, the characters are, yes, blind man. Yes, very important. A lot of people don't, like, a lot of women don't do that. They just think, hey, look, they could just put their leg up like that. Like, look what I got and stuff. Come and get it. But first, you got to take me out on a date. You got to take me out and stuff like that. And it's all yours. And they just creak their leg open. Like that. And it's just, but they don't know how to treat men. They just think they got independent equality women desires, but they have 1950s etiquette when it comes to certain things. Like you doing all the stuff and you want to make all these moves, which is good. But if you want to be on equal footing, you have to be equal in a relationship. That's just how it is. The 1950s is over. Okay? Society doesn't have time, or I mean, it's like we don't have the opportunity. We gotta have multiple incomes to run the home, especially if you got a house. You gotta have multiple incomes. But these women just think they live in this fairy tale world. They just think men's supposed to be like back in the 50s where everything was affordable and the economy was cool and stuff. And you can be working class and you can still make a great living. No, they expect you, working class men, who the cost of living has gone up and our pay for working class people pay hasn't gone up to match the cost of living. And they still expect you to take them, sweep them off their feet, drive a nice car, make 6 figures, have a dick the size of a fucking U-boat, and fuck them all night, and do all this stuff, and all she has to do is look good. Nope. Because I told them before, somebody tried to tell me I was very shallow for the simple fact that I'm looking for a woman who basically, I'm not looking like I'm looking. I'm just like, hopefully, like I'm saying, my preference of woman, besides her character, she gotta have a great character, hands down. She gotta be attractive. Yes, that goes without saying. But she has to be somewhat conscious about her health. I mean, I exercise. I keep myself in pretty decent shape, and why would I date somebody who doesn't? Why would I find that beneficial? They say opposites attract, but no, that's that's not loving yourself. Just putting food in yourself, overstuffing yourself with food is not loving yourself. I don't know who told people this stuff, but no, it's not. If you only get one body, you get one life. Your body should be your fucking temple. Am I wrong, or am I crazy for saying that or thinking that? No, I'm not. I know I'm not. But we're here, this neighborhood. I walk out, everybody. I look outside. The weather's nice now. Most of them got Buddha bellies sitting out there on the. They got Buddha bellies. Like, I just went from out there, from walking my dog like an hour ago. They over here snoring and stuff. But I was walking my dog over an hour ago, and I could tell you, women out there on the bench inside the park drinking, carrying on, cursing, carrying on with the same type of dudes they can't stand. They claim they can't stand and stuff. And they walk past. I walk past with my dogs, and they looking at me sideways and stuff. And I'm like, oh, like they looking at me sideways like they got a problem with me, but you ain't got a problem with that dude. That ain't about shit. You everything. It's bizarro world out here. It's bizarro world when it comes to matters of black communities. But let me tell you also, I unfriended somebody from Facebook today. Somebody used to be a neighbor of mine a long time ago when I used to live for like close to downtown. I unfriended him because he put up a status about, he put up a status about he's gonna check out the Drake album, and I was like, look, Drake is trash, okay? And he got mad at me because I said Drake is trash. Why? Like, he defend. I don't talk to people who talk down on people. I said his music is trash. He's a perpetrator. I've never said I can't stand him as a person. I don't know him as a person. I never said I can't stand him as a person. I hope he burns in all eternity. I said he is trash. His music is trash. I'm into real rappers, and this dude, all he do is like, he sings for the most part. He's not my cup of tea. Everybody forget when he first came out, he done fucking stole all the dudes down there in Texas. He stole their style, they rap style. But I forgot he was discovered by Jay Prince and stuff, so that would kind of make sense. But my thing is, he's not authentic, and I don't like him because of that. I don't think his music is great as from a rap standpoint. Yeah, but I mean, no, I don't like him. People might like him because he do this and he do sing. He's terrible at that. I have my opinion. So this dude got mad at me because, oh, you should start the I Hate Drake Club. I'm like, don't use no ad hominem on me, motherfucker, because I don't like the artist you like. I got you, a 44 fucking year old man, and you defending Drake to me. Kill yourself. You know you was raised on better hip hop than that. But my thing is, I'm not saying you can't like the guy. Everybody has their own preferences. My thing is, why you got bitch brain? Why you acting like a Mitch, man? Now if I say man, a Mitch, that's man bitch. Mitch. Don't act like a Mitch over some dude. And you like, I don't talk to people he called me, he said I'm worrisome, which is slang and beliefs from me being a nuisance because my opinions don't agree with him. But this guy, this motherfucker, let me tell you what he did. He come to my comment about, I made a comment about Joe Jackson, about how that man wasn't shit. I don't give a damn what he pushed the kids to do. He whipped those kids into doing that to live off of his own children. That's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. You know? Like, that's my opinion. I'm sticking with it. Joe Jackson, yeah, he like, you got to give that man due. I'm like, the fuck I do? I don't have to give him due. He ain't my dad. You know, and all this stuff started coming out about him. He was infidel. I mean, he was like he was a philanderer, infidel. He abused the kids. God knows what else. I'm sorry that I don't give him due for Michael Jackson. Why do you think Michael Jackson did all that shit to his face and his skin tone? Who was telling him he was ugly all the time? His own fucking father. And that's been documented. Quincy Jones would say that. You know? So this same guy was telling me to give Joe Jackson his due. And this is a strain of it. Look it up on YouTube when you get a chance. Look it up on YouTube when you get a chance. You will see a bunch of black men putting up videos about, you know, we should have fathers like Joe Jackson. I'm like, what? No, I'm good. I'm good. You know, I'm good with I'm good with the way I was raised. You know, and I respect black fathers. You know, or predominantly all my friends are black fathers. I respect them. My thing is, that man wasn't no good. And why you mad at me because I fucking called, because I said Drake is a perpetrator and I don't like his music. Never attacked his character whatsoever. I don't know that motherfucker from a can of paint. You know? But you mad at that, but yet you're trying to get me to give a man like Joe Jackson do. No, I'm good. A man, let's not forget, this man at Michael Jackson's funeral was promoting his own record company. He started a record label. He was promoting his record label at Michael's funeral. Fuck you. I am not. No. It's sad that he died of cancer, but being like broken up over it, no, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry. You know? So it's crazy. How the shit that people, my people would get into arguments with over, and it's nothing serious. It's always petty bullshit. Yo, what's going on, Meech? How you doing, man? You know, it's crazy. I had to unfriend this motherfucker. Meech, tell him in the comment section. You saw the pictures of what our conversation I was going through. Like, tell him like the shit I sent you about, like, about what's his name, about the dude getting mad over it. Matter of fact, let me read this shit off to you. Oh my god, like, it's unbelievable. Like, look it up, Mitch. I sent it to you, like, more pictures of it. Look. So, here we go. I know Atlanta, the rent's definitely rising in Atlanta because they gentrifying the shit out of it. They already done it up here, bro. They done it so bad. So let me see. So this is the one conversation I left under the guy's thing that started the whole thing. I said, Drake ain't my piece of cake. Perpetrating ass Drake. My boy said it best, to paraphrase him, when you have to explain yourself in a song you've lost. And I said, what is he, a rapper, bachata artist, R&B singer, pop star? And listen to what this dude get. Like, he got, like, offended. Don't listen to his album, then. I could care less about his personal life. I just like music, bro. Sound like you got a personal agenda against the dude. I'm like, bruh. Yep. So I said in response, I like just the fact that he's a perpetrator musically. This shit is trash to me. I just I just like better hip hop content. Fuck his personal life. I'm only referenced it because it's a tell that he lost. Something you referenced yourself in this post. So this dude here, man, it's just music to me. I don't classify this hip hop, R&B, or anything else. He's just doing him. The first thing I said in the post was push smoked him, but just because that don't mean I'm gonna say his shit is garbage. Oh my god, yo, like, bro, you mad because I called Drake garbage? You're a 44 fucking year old man, and you mad because I called some 30-year-old whatever the fuck he is racially? I don't care. I called him a perpetrating ass thing, and I think his music is trash. And you getting bent out of shape over that. Who does this? Like seriously, who the fuck does this? So to continue on, I said I was saying he was garbage before the whole Pusha T situation. You like if you know me for many years now, I've never liked Drake's music. You know, and I don't give my fans the same band can hate each other because they disagree on the album. So it seems like the better things to worry about. You know, I just basically said his music was garbage, and this dude really got on me about it, and I'm gonna defend myself, cause I'm not saying, oh, I'm sorry, man, I didn't mean to say that. Oh no, he's dope. I say he's garbage. You could say, well, I think he, album's not bad, and the argument would have been over with. I would not. I've never convinced him. Have you heard me convince him? Hell, I don't even convince you guys here to like a game. All right. I've always talked about how I thought RE7 was trash. Nobody had to agree with me. There was no pushback like, if you don't agree with me, you ain't shit. No, I don't say stuff like that. This is him using ad hominem and using deflection. That shit is pussy like. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I think he's garbage. Meech thinks he's garbage. You might like him. Somebody else might like him. I'm not attacking your character for liking somebody. I like shit that people think is ridiculous. Okay? And I'm not gonna cry. I'm not gonna be like, okay, somebody's gonna attack my character. What am I gonna do? And stuff. And I'm just like, I just know, man. It's just crazy. And it turns out Kingdom Hearts might have what? Yeah, I mean, like I always say that, keep watching what you want, keep gaming the way you want, keep being you. But on my channel, I speak my opinion. I never say my opinion is fact. It's opinion. Okay? People get bent out of shape. Like somebody downvoted my videos out of sheer spite because I made a video almost a year ago about Capcom's financial troubles and that they deserved them after what they did with RE7, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and all this stuff. But Monster Hunter World saved their ass financially. Monster Hunter World have sold 7.9 million copies, and it's still selling. It sold over 8. It's got to be well over. It got to be 8 million plus copies. Monster Hunter World, and that game has nothing but cosmetic microtransactions, meaning like they're not necessary. No loot boxes, none of that. They did right by that game, and you could get it on discount there. That's why that game sold well and stuff. But he gets mad over that and stuff. But then we went left to right, and then he started realizing, like, I realized even some of the Capcom corporate cocksuckers, some of them got some sense after a while. They go. Some of them just go from 0 to 100 real quick, and they just like don't read or even look at the date. I was like, you know, you look. I told him, I was like, look, you know that video I did almost a year ago, right? When before Monster Hunter World came out, right? I did that video in what October or no? I did that video in November, and Monster Hunter World came out in January. The fiscal year of Capcom goes from April of 2017 to March this year was the fiscal year. Monster Hunter World saved Capcom's ass. They made good money off of that. So I had to talk this dude off the ledge before he went fully triggered and stuff. So it's like you say it's crazy with the gaming thing. You say these Square Enix cock gobblers are starting to sound like Switch bitches. Oh my god. What are they saying now? They want the game to be like Final Fantasy 15? Or like look at the status of not RE7, Final Fantasy 7 remake. The last time I saw it, it looked like it was gonna play like Final Fantasy 15. I don't know if they changed that right now. Like nobody knows anything. What they announced the game in 2015? They announced that game. To be honest with you, that game was alive earlier than that. You remember when PlayStation 3 came out? Remember when PlayStation 3 came out and at the E3 show they had that tech demo and you seen Cloud Strife and it was like Final Fantasy 7 tech demo? That game, they've been working on that game longer than you think. And I was now, let's see if we can find that. Let's see if I can go to let's go to a different browser here. And let's go here to interact. Let me see, let's interact with this and see if I can interact with it and stuff. Let's see. PS3 FF7 Tech Demo HD. Remember this? Let's see. Oh god. Fuck this commercial. Hurry up and skip. Alright. Now you remember this. Remember this at the PS3 tech demo. So this game, I'm telling you, this game has been in development longer than what you think. They had this plan for long. There's no excuse why we don't have nothing definitive out here. Hey, what's going on, Hard Donor? There's no reason why we don't have a definitive version of this game out right now. They were planning this and they did this tech demo back on PS3 hardware. There's no way in hell that, you know, this game we don't have nothing out right now. See that? There's no excuse. If it turned out like 15, I'm not shocked. But I'm telling you, yeah, it's been out. And what year did they drop this? I gotta look this up. What year did they reveal this? It was PS3 time, so it was a long time ago. I remember that. And you seen this, and look, you seen Cloud looking like he did in Advent Children, pretty much. And let's go here. Let's go to interact again. Yep, that's what they did. See that? This game has been in existence for a lot longer than you thought it was. And I don't get it. You had this game playing long before Final Fantasy 15 was even made, and you telling me that you gonna still they've been wasting all this time just to make it like 15? That would be really disappointing. Really disappointing. So what's everybody playing right now? You know? Oh yeah, let me show y'all something real quick. I'll be right back. I bought this like a week ago. Okay. Look what I bought for $20. I gotta play this though. But I bought this for $20. The complete edition. $20. Bam. I'm gonna crack this open sooner or later. I gotta beat more of those Valkyries on God of War. You know? I gotta beat more of those Valkyries on there. You know, speaking of fan bases, you know I got you know yeah, see? He's one like Jamal, my friend Jamal have told me it's a great game. Meech has told me it's a good game. I've been hearing that the reviews have said it's a good game. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing it. I might stream it too. I got XSplit now, the XSplit account. I'm gonna hook my PS4 up through the stream. And I'm gonna probably stream that too sooner or later. You have that platinum. Uh, I mean, for $20, I couldn't beat that right there, that version. Oh man. So let's see. I was about to ask you. Yeah, I probably will stream Horizon Zero Dawn. Speaking of streaming, let's see what's going on right now with these different ones. Got a lot of house cleaning I gotta do. Boils, I ain't got nothing planned for tomorrow. I might see Ant-Man and the Wasp. You know, I'm gonna go see that movie. It's crazy that you can't. I'm finding it crazy right now. Speaking of Ant-Man and the Wasp, um, that's just for the first time. Yeah, I got the Uncharted. I got the other. I gotta get that expansion to Uncharted, the one with the with the Alex and the chick, the black chick from Uncharted 4. I gotta get that one. I haven't played it yet. I beat Uncharted already, the PS4 one, and the fourth one. I beat that one. Um, you know, speaking of Ant Man and the Wasp and seeing that movie, I'm finding like, yo, it's crazy. Like when it comes to fandoms, you got this is how it breaks down. A lot of the Marvel movies are starting to get hated on, even though they're still good. For the simple fact, oh, they're too lighthearted, they're too jokey, they too this, and you're gonna find out that a lot of the people criticizing it are hardcore DC fans. You know, they're hardcore DC fans pretending to be Marvel fans because the DC movie universe has fell the fuck off. I mean, Wonder Woman is the only really good movie they had. I mean, Suicide Squad was ass. Batman v Superman was just boring as fuck. Man of Steel was just depressing as hell. Uh, they haven't they haven't done well. It has been a profitable movie series. They got Aquaman coming out. I got high hopes for Aquaman because James Wan is directing that movie, and he has a good eye. You know, so yeah, they are annoying, man. Oh my god, DC fans, they're annoying. So now they hating on Marvel movies. Oh, Infinity War, it sucked. Blah blah blah. I'm tired of seeing characters. Nobody gives a fuck about Ant-Man, this, that, and the other, and stuff. And there's all these jokey stuff, and this movie's trash. And I'm like, you look, you gotta understand. These movies are doing very well with their critical success and their financial success, and they doing well. You think Marvel's gonna stoop down to DC's level and go Zack Snyder route and go dark? You know? And speaking of, you brought up Spider-Man. You brought up Spider-Man. Don't you know that Tom Holland, who plays Peter Parker, is playing young Nathan Drake in a live-action Uncharted prequel movie that Sony's doing? He's playing young Nathan Drake. I kid you not. Let me see. Jamal hit me up. I'm telling him I'm on YouTube Live. Come on, over. Okay. So yeah, Tom Holland is playing young Nathan Drake, because it's gonna be like, I guess the movie's gonna be based on Nathan Drake when he was a teenager or something like that. So yeah, the DC fanboys, they want Marvel to go down that dark path, and then every time you talk about them and they saying, like tonight, somebody actually told me that the entire Dark Knight trilogy is better than every Marvel Cinematic Universe movie. I'm like, what? Everything that from Iron Man till now, they saying the Dark Knight trilogy is better than. And I'm like, you niggas are smoking the illest weed, or you're snorting coke. I don't know what the hell. The Dark Knight trilogy? I'm sorry. I don't mean to step on anybody's toes here, but personally to me, the Dark Knight trilogy is overrated. I'm not saying it's trash. I own the movies. Oh, like the Dark Knight trilogy was just overrated. And then they try to play up this, like, you said good dope. You trying to play up the fact that, oh, the movies were just great. They didn't need to be reliant on action like typical comic book movies. No, Christopher Nolan is a shitty action director. He can do these movies with these think pieces, and his content is ham-fisted. Like, he will beat you in the head with something constantly throughout the whole movie. See Interstellar and see what I'm talking about. Oh, love transcends time and space. This motherfucker goes through all these dimensions. He goes through all this time. You know, he's been away from Earth, and he hasn't aged barely a bit because he went through all these different dimensions. And he sent the save Earth from dying. He sent the message to his daughter somehow through some secret portal, because love transcends time and space. Fuck you. I'm like, I was like, this is how the movie's gonna end like this. The movie, he's gonna save the day because of the message that he heavily ham-fisted throughout the entire movie. That love transcends space and time. And I'm like, let me see. He said that's why the Dark Knight trilogy created a huge franchise. Oh wait, it didn't. Oh yeah, that's right. Christopher Nolan didn't want to be associated with a shared universe. So that right there was what really did them in. DC as a movie collective. They could have been coasting right now if the Dark Knight, Christian Bale's Batman, was part of a big universe. They would have been coasting right now. But let's not forget, they put out Green Lantern. The movie that haunts Ryan Reynolds like the plague. That movie almost destroyed his career. I'm not even exaggerating. That movie almost destroyed Ryan Reynolds' career. Like, crazy. But no. Let's talk about Dark Knight Trilogy as your ace in the hole. That's not part of this universe. Justice League, that shit is part of this universe. Man of Steel, Wonder Woman, Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, those are part of that world. Now you look at those movies. They said Justice League wasn't even profitable. That movie probably did. That the movie did under $700 million. It was terrible. That movie did well, but I tell you now, yes, it made fun of Green Lantern. Like he made fun of it in the first Deadpool too. Please don't give me a suit. Please don't give me a CG green suit either. He had a little shot at it. But now, if DC was competitive, let's say Marvel put out the exact same movies, and DC put out the exact same shit that they put out now, but it was popular with fans, we wouldn't be having. They wouldn't be hating on Marvel the way they are, because DC's out here. Like, call it down the middle, like me. Like, I know I like Marvel characters better, but I love DC characters. I do. And my thing is, I like good comic book movies, because I feel like if there's comic book movies, good ones, flowing in from Marvel and DC, it's just better and stuff. And people think because Marvel has no competition that these movies are mediocre. I'm like, no, that's in your own brain. I don't know what, like, Marvel, how could Marvel take characters who are like D-list, characters who aren't that popular, and they making them popular? Iron Man was a C-list character before Robert Downey Jr. got to the role and made, and John Favreau made, and they directed Iron Man. Iron Man in the comic book was a C-list character. I'm not even joking about that. So they made them popular. The movies made them popular. The fans like it. They have a formula. They was building a universe. They weren't caring like, okay, this movie only made this amount of millions and stuff like that. It made a profit. That's what mattered. It's building a universe. It's paying off to the Avengers. And then once the Avengers came out, the movies from Avengers on have done much better than Phase 1 movies. The Phase 2 has done financially much better because they have built a reputation with the moviegoers. And for you DC fans, these hardcore DC fans, you want them to come in and change that whole dynamic just because you feel slighted by Warner Brothers for not putting out quality DC movies. Yes, stick to the cartoons. Oh yeah, they got their streaming service coming. They got a lot of TV stuff. Like, they got Arrow, The Flash, Legends of Tomorrow, Black Lightning, but CW have turned all of those things into LGBT friendly shows. And I'm like, oh my god, I can't when it's forced. I hate when LGBT shit is forced. I don't like when it's forced. You know? I just don't. Like, Arrow, Legends of Tomorrow, like, you turn a character like Mr. Terrific, you know, the realism doesn't seem to work for comic. It doesn't. It didn't work for me. That's why I didn't like. Realism doesn't work. This is why I didn't like. I wasn't too crazy. I thought they were solid films, but I wasn't crazy about the Dark Knight series because he tried too hard. But until that third movie, he's flying around in the fucking lobster. How realistic was that? You seen that aircraft he had? You know? That aircraft Batman had in Dark Knight Rises, which I thought was a terrible film. That movie was fucking terrible, and people will defend the shit out of it to me. Like their movie's good. No, it's not. Not to me. I know it was a pretty fun. It was financially it was a good movie, but critically, that movie sucked to me. Like especially the way Talia al Ghul died in the car. She's like, Gotham's in peril. My father's work is done. Yo, you see a video of me reacting to that when you go to my YouTube page. That's the video that pops up for new subscribers. You see like they did like a. I'm like, I can't believe this death scene really happened in that movie. You know? Yeah, good thing I don't know what you're talking about. Oh, Dark Knight Rises, man. Fucking Talia al Ghul died. Like, Marion Cotillard's character died after the truck crashed and landed and stuff. She's like, my father's work is done. You know what? I'm gonna find that shit. Oh god. Oh, let me find it. Let me go back to that before I call. Where's the one with the background to it? This one. Let's go to interact. Let's go here real quick. Yep. Let's see if I can find it. Here it goes. Let's see. This is still makes me laugh. Oh god. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me get out of here. Let me get out of here. Let me. Oh. Yes, that was part of the movie. I kid you not. I really. Oh man. Oh. That was part of the movie, people. I kid you not. That they left that in the movie. Marion Cotillard could not believe that was in the movie either. Like, I didn't think they would leave that in the movie. The actress who played the Marion Cotillard, yes, that was in the movie. I was like, oh. And let me tell you, the like the dude, yeah, well, Christopher Nolan, he don't have a comedic bone in his body whatsoever. So yes, that was meant to be taken serious. I was like, bro, this is garbage. Like, I couldn't believe it. Like, when I saw it in the movie theater, I was like, I started laughing. The white guy sat next to me, he was so upset. But I just started laughing. And the dude in front of me, that was with his girlfriend. I was on a date, and this guy in front of me with his girlfriend. Me and him started laughing. Me and him both started laughing. Oh man, like I couldn't believe that. Like I couldn't actually believe that was part of the fucking film, bruh. Oh man, but yeah, DC gotta get their shit together with this universe and stuff. Like what's the name made a believer out of me? Gal Gadot, you know. The only thing I had a problem with Gal Gadot, she had the face for Wonder Woman. It's just that she was on the thin side and stuff. But I love that they actually let her keep her Israeli accent so Wonder Woman can sound exotic, because Wonder Woman is from Themyscira. She shouldn't sound American, you know? So I like the fact that she kept her accent. They kept her with the accent. But it was otherwise, I'm like, you know what? Beyond Wonder Woman, I'm good on everything else. Really crazy. That shit was hilarious. That death scene, like, and then the way Bane talked. Mr. Wayne, you fight like a young man. And stuff. Now you telling me I have a bone to pick with Dark Knight Rises. You telling me Bane saved Talia from that pit. Like, Bane saved her. Bane was an adult. He was a grown man. Grown. Like a 20-something-year-old man. He saved Talia. He helped her out of the pit. And then they injured him badly, and that's why he wears the mask. And he fell in love with... He was in love with an 11-year-old girl. Yes. Think about that. Go back and, like, realize that Bane in The Dark Knight Rises was a pedophile back then. He fell in love with the little girl that climbed out of the pit that ended up being Talia al Ghul. I'm not joking about it. Ill. Ill is the right word. You know? He was a grown man who helped her out. And he's like, I was like, why nobody's complaining about this? Why? Because we flash forward to the fact that they're adults. No, like, but it was there. We didn't see anything. We didn't see R. Kelly peeing on the girl, nothing type of shit. But it established the fact that he was in love with the girl. Like nobody talks about that shit. Like, nobody talks about the fact that I've never seen Twilight, but I've watched Ralph the Movie Maker. I watched his 2-part series on why Twilight sucks, and he brought up a fact that when fucking Bella and Edward had the baby, Jacob the werewolf was attracted to her. He wanted to fuck the baby. I'm not making this up, but people were so caught up in that fucking bullshit of a storyline that they didn't realize how creepy and disgusting that was, that Jacob was romantically drawn to Edward and Bella's child from the day she was a baby. I kid you not. Bro. Like, I'm not making this bullshit up. I mean, hell, people watch all types of dumb shit. Let's not forget that that fucking 50 Shades series is a spin-off of what's that again? Twilight, like Twilight fan fiction, like sex fan fiction. It somehow spent off to 50 Shades. That's another trash series that I would not touch. That shit will make my fucking CD, that make my Blu-ray player self-destruct. Fuck that nonsense. And Ralph Movie Maker reviewed those too. And that kid is such an asshole. In a good way, he's such a sarcastic, cynic asshole to be so young. But he makes you think. He brings up shit. Hey, what's going on, Zone X? How you doing? Well, you got here. That's what matters. But yeah, think about it. Bane in Dark Knight Rises was a pedophile. So was Jacob in fucking Twilight. But people just ignore that shit. He said, "My Blu-ray player smiling at that." That shit throw that shit back at me like Hellraiser, and probably try to cut my head off. That shit go phew, coming at me. So yes, there was a scene in one of the Hellraiser movies where he was killing people with CDs and cutting them. I forgot which Hellraiser it was. They just got ridiculous after a while. So, yeah, that shit's true. That shit is true about those movies. Yeah, but you ever noticed that? What was I about to say? That was so fucking funny. Speaking of DC movies, Yeah, did you see Justice League? Have anybody watched Justice League? Did anybody notice how terrible Henry Cavill's face looked because they had to CG his mustache off? It was so terrible. Like, and that movie, they were so stupid with that movie, for the simple fact that they should have just released the Zack Snyder cut. But no, they wanted to bring Joss Whedon in and try to turn Justice League into the Avengers. The same movie that a lot of these DC fans were hating on, they tried to turn the Justice League into the Avengers, and they had to do all these reshoots. And by the time the reshoots came up, Ben Affleck was out of shape, and you could tell the scenes where he was fatter versus the scene like the Zack Snyder scenes. It was a mess. Like, it was a mess. And the Flash, don't get me started on Ezra Miller Flash. Oh my god, he could not run. Like, this version of the Flash was so he had no control over his footwork because he's running so fast that he would trip. And when they slowed it down, he ran in the most funny, awkward, like, it was so stupid. I couldn't believe they actually put this in the movie. And, like, who idea would... Please tell me that wasn't a Zack Snyder's idea. I know I gave Zack Snyder shit, but thinking about after, I'm like, bro, this can't be it. Superman Batman jealous of them making so much money. Yeah, I seen that, how it should have ended series. He's like, oh, it's like, and the Batman was like, yeah, he's like, that was just another plot device. He's like, and Captain America, he was like, yeah, just like your utility belt. I was like, oh, burn. It's like, oh, shit. So, yeah, let me tell you, like, speaking of that fandom like that, like, somebody called me an MCU fanboy, a Marvel Cinematic Universe fanboy and stuff. I'm like, you calling me a fanboy, motherfucker? Your screen, you got a fucking Superman logo as your character. You are a DC fanboy. And you getting on me for liking Marvel Cinematic Universe movies for the most part. There's some of them that I can't watch anymore. But for the most, like, you call the entire universe trash, you are, like, that is some bitter shit. They don't make me any money. They don't make me any money, and they don't make you any money for supporting Marvel and DC when it comes to being a fucking annoying, obnoxious fanboy. Enjoy good comic book movies. Not every movie can do this gritty reboot shit. This gritty reboot shit don't work for every movie. I can't see Spider-Man being dark and gritty. What, he gonna be swebbing them? He gonna be walking, like, swinging around the city and killing people and strangling them with his webs? Like, come on now. Not everything is dark and gritty. It should be. Superman shouldn't have been dark and depressing like Man of Steel was. It had great action at the end of the movie, but then it just went into nothing but action. But the movie was, character-wise, this was not Superman. Yeah, like, and then you know they're gonna they relied too much in the past on Batman. And now, with this new universe, they're trying to rely less on him. But that's not gonna happen. Batman is their cash cow, unfortunately. You see? And they hating on, a lot of people hate on Marvel for the simple fact that they trying to expand their horizons. Now with Phase 4 coming, we got Captain Marvel coming, we got more Doctor Strange coming, we got Spider-Man coming, we got more Black Panther. These characters are not as popular as Superman or Batman, but their movies are working. Ant-Man and the Wasp, we got Ant-Man, you got all these characters, just make a good movie. And you don't have to rely on Batman so fucking much. Yes, and there's characters who got, like you said, there's characters who can have dark stories and characters who don't. You got characters like Deadpool who are comedic but violent. Like, it's a violent series, but he's a comedic character. I'm so sorry. I'm about to call in the night and stuff because I got it's about 2:30 in the morning here. And Venom is coming out in October. I believe Venom is coming out, and I hope Sony doesn't fuck that up because that's not a Marvel, that's not a Disney movie. Sony still got the rights to Spider-Man. They share the rights with Disney when it comes to Spider-Man, but Venom is based outside of the MCU world. So I really hope they make Venom work. And they got I hear they got a Silk movie coming. You know Silk, remember her? She got bit by the same spider, Spider-Man, and so like that female. So I hear they got that coming out too. But Spider-Man, they got the CG movie coming out, Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, where they got Miles Morales. So that I'm more interested in than Venom, because I'm not showing it. Tom Hardy, who played Bane, is playing Venom in that one as well. Like, he's playing Venom. He's playing Eddie Brock. So I just hope the movie's good. I mean, given Sony how they fucked up the movies in the past with the Amazing series, Amazing was alright. It could have been much better. It just relied too heavy on the same type of beats that the original Sam Raimi trilogy did. It should have really, like, and it tried to do things differently, but people just. Yeah, Miles Morales is the black and Spanish Spider-Man. His mother's Latino. No, I think his father's Latino. His mom is black. Yeah, I believe so. Yeah, that's them. But it is 2:30. I'm about to call in the night, y'all, and stuff in a little bit because I am like exhausted. So here, I had Heart Donor that was here with me. I had Blind Man came in, Zonex came in, Meech came in. Yeah, I think you pretty much guys are the four that came into this right now and stuff. So I'm about to be out in a little bit and stuff. Thank y'all very much for stopping by. This was impromptu. I didn't really think I was gonna get on here, but I was like, you know what, I gotta get this off my chest. I just wanted to talk to everybody, y'all. So all of you have a good night, and I will see y'all soon. Hopefully I'll be back later. Maybe I might set up the thing and get the Horizon thing running once I get some sleep later on today. I'm gonna see if I can get back on. But anyway, thank y'all so much, and I'll check y'all on the flip side. Peace.